Imagine walking into work and having one of these on your desk. I would almost not want to tear it open. It's Laurie, and I am back with a brand new edition of More Time Offline. And this month, love is in the air as we prep for Valentine's Day. If you're looking for a super easy, inexpensive way to spread a little love on February 14th, I've got it for you. This is great for colleagues, classmates, friends, neighbors. You can jazz these up as much as you want. You could put higher end items in them, gift cards, jewelry, or you can go inexpensive and just throw in some candy. So stay tuned and I will show you how easy these are to make. Here is what you are going to need. Some craft paper. You could also use brown paper bags and repurpose them. I have some paper shred to fill them with. I have a stapler. Yes, this is a stapler. Isn't that the cutest stapler? I have a heart-shaped tracer to trace my hearts. You can just cut one of these out of cardboard. You can purchase one. I have stamps and an ink pad so I can decorate. You could also just use markers and decorate by hand if you want. And then you're going to need a pair of scissors, a pencil, and whatever you want to stuff into these adorable little Valentines. Candy, little trinkets, whatever your heart desires. So let's get started. I will show you how quick and easy these are. Step one is to take your tracer, lay it down on your craft paper. I folded mine over because we're going to need 2 pieces of paper per Valentine. And then just trace your heart and take your scissors and cut them out. Once you have your hearts cut out, the next step is to decorate. And again, I am using stamps and just doing a cute little stamp in the middle. You could use letter stamps and put people's names, or you could draw if you are artistic, totally up to you. Here's my rubber stamp. I'm just going to press it on to the ink pad and then place it down in the middle. Hopefully I have that right side up. Give it a little press. And voila. Easy as that. All right, next step. You need your stapler. So I went a step further and I actually ordered hot pink staples to put in my staple gun. Totally unnecessary, but if you want it to be really festive. All right, then you're going to take your decorated piece and your back piece and you're going to start stapling. You only want to staple about 2/3 of the way around so you have room to stuff. I've also seen this done with a sewing machine. So if you are someone who is super crafty and has a sewing machine, you can stitch around the edges as well. That seemed like a lot of work. And all right, this has been stapled almost all the way around, but I did leave this side open. And now I am just going to take a little paper shred, shove it in here. You don't want to put too much in because you need to leave room for whatever you are going to stuff in here. You can make your hearts larger if you want to put more things in. That is totally up to you. All right, I think that's about as much as I'm going to fit. And then the last step is to staple this shut. This is a little tricky because you need to pull it flat so it doesn't get super puckery. And then just continue around and close it up. How cute. And then when they get them, they just tear them open. I hope I've inspired you to spend a little more time offline. Now go make some Valentines and spread a little love.